I'm seeing so many people say that L'Oreal Skin Ink is a bad product. It absolutely is not a bad product. Chances are you're just using it wrong. Let me help you. Hold on. I'm seeing so many mixed reviews on this L'Oreal Skin Ink 2-in-1 Found Sealer. And from what I'm seeing, the videos that I'm watching, I think the application method is what's getting it the negative reviews. So I'm here to help. I'm, not perfect by far, but before I tried this product, I did watch some videos, and so I was able to get the good, the bad, and the ugly before I myself gave it a try. So I'm going to show you what I do and why this gets a freaking 10 out of 10 for me. First thing is, you have to shake it. If you can hear, it has that little ball thing in there, so you want to shake it very well. That's number one. Number two, and this is where I'm seeing a lot of people going wrong. You can't put it all over your face like we do with, other skin tints or foundations and then try to blend it in. You have to work in sections with this because it dries down extremely quickly. So, for me, and just, if you're a skin twin of mine, this is 265 neutral that I got, and it is a spot on match. And I just pat it with a brush. I did not try it with a sponge because I saw people not having a great experience with using a sponge. I did see a young lady use her hand and it came out very smooth also. This dries down so quickly. It definitely is self-setting, as they say. You do not need to powder this. Like, the way it dries down, it would be the equivalent of you doing your skincare, your foundation, and then powdering it. It dries down so nice, and it really does self-set. But just do it section by section and go back and touch up whatever areas, like if you have a mark on your face that you're trying to cover extra. Remember, this is a foundation and concealer in one, so it's supposed to do both. I do have right there, but I'm letting it dry completely, and while that's drying, I'm working on the other part of my face. It doesn't have, I wouldn't call it full coverage, but it is buildable. But I like the amount of coverage that it gives. Like you saw, my eyelid is like very red and veiny, and it just smooths it out. The complexion, I mean, like, so nice. This gets a 10 out of 10 for me. So for the concealing part, just gonna use the 3 dots there. I'm gonna let it set only for a second. Only, normally, when we want our concealers to be more opaque, we put them on and let it sit for like 30 seconds. I'm not gonna do that. That's too long. So I think maybe I gave that a good 10 seconds, and it does cover. It does cover, to my liking. I have another area here, just a dab. And if you feel like you need more, do it again. Let it dry and do it again. But for me, it gives me the amount of coverage that I am comfortable with. Again, this is not full coverage, but it smooth. You still look perfect. It's like you're walking around with a filter on, like a real life filter. So just take your time, do your forehead in, one section, then do each cheek one section. Just give yourself time because it dries down and self-sets. If you put it all over your face and then you sit there, I saw a lady, she's like, oh, this is so hard to blend. It's not hard to blend. It dries down quickly, and we're used to applying all of our products a certain way, and you just have to adjust your application. Freaking one of the brush hairs. You just have to adjust your method of application, and you will get the best out of this. Do you see this? I love it. And I saw another lady. I watch her. She's funny. Magdalene Janet. She got it in different colors to, use it as, one color for concealing, one color for bronzing, and that was a complete flop. So, I don't suggest doing that. But yeah, this is really a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, this is perfect for what I need for work. And it is rather expensive for the drugstore, given the amount of product, because you only get 15 ml, which is like a freaking lip gloss. But the perfect coverage, the way it sets, and the fact that you don't have to powder your face and it lasts, I'm paying that $15 for the 15 ml. You're paying $1 per ml, and if you get it from Ulta, even worse, because it's like $18 in Ulta. I'm not buying it from Ulta. I'm gonna continue to buy it from Walmart. Like, I liked it so much, I went back after trying it the first time and I bought the last one at my local Walmart just to have a backup. So it is right here. I was not playing. I know I test a lot of products and I come across a lot of really good foundations, but this, with everything it does, sign me up forever. You see that? You just blend it in. Any place that you want more coverage, just add a little more, but take your time. Oh, I also did see that a lot of the shades, I don't want to say a lot, but some of the shades, they look very yellow and then they oxidize more neutral, which is interesting. So, like 265 neutral, to me, it looked a little yellow, but definitely neutral in the tube, and it worked perfect for me, as you can see. So you see that? Now, under my eye, I want a little something extra because I can still see a little darkness. So just gonna do that. But again, I'm not letting it sit like we normally do because it will start to settle and dry, and you might be mad about that. So look at that. I love it. I'm obsessed. This gets a 10 out of 10 from me. I am going to finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be back. Alright guys, I'm back and this is my finished look. And I know a lot of people were complaining about the price versus the amount of product, but some of us literally pay $50, $60 for a single ounce of foundation. So that would work out to more than what you're paying for the 15 ml. Well, the half ounce of product. And to me, the best thing you can have for your makeup is a flawless base, a really good base product, because everything else is going to pop after that. Everything else is just going to stand out in the best way possible. So for me, and I would say for anybody who's like me, who does not go to work without their makeup on, this is more than worth it, and it lasts. My work days last between 12 and 13 and a half hours. This, it's worth $15. Even if 18, if you're getting it from Ulta, is worth the $18. And if you've never taken a product recommendation or trusted me on anything else I've ever said, this is worth it. L'Oreal Skin Ink. This is pure magic. And it dries. You're not, it's sweat proof, transfer proof, waterproof, all the proofs. And it really is just so nice. So yeah, make sure you work in sections. And I highly recommend giving this a try. 10 out of 10. All right.